But we have been out and about long before the hardwood issue came up, talking about the issues that affect the people of this country. And I want to say to you, I am firmly of the belief that you can wake up any candidate of the Democratic Labour Party at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I will swear for 90% of them, because we have a lot of bachelors on the platform, so you might have to find them first. And they can tell you philosophically what the Democratic Labour Party proposes to do to solve the problems of health, the cost of living, education, improved representation, etc. in Barbados, and particularly issues like housing. You can wake them up. But I do not make those kinds of calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't call people to curse them because I don't like what they have written in any report. That is not my habit. I told you, Sunday night, I sleep well at night. This afternoon I went home and I took a rest, because since I broke my foot I used to take a nap to stop the swelling, and I discovered that that's a very helpful way of improving your staying power. So I urge you, if you can find some time to get home in the afternoon, before you go back out, wherever you're going, take a little nap. And then you will not be up at 3 o'clock calling people and cursing them and bringing on angina pectoris. I had to check with the doctors. Or myocardial infarctions. I am checking behind there. I don't have any notes before me tonight. So I want to make the point abundantly clear that you can wake up any of the candidates of the Democratic Labour Party, because long before the issue of hardwood was being discussed, we were putting together a budget from last March, and we were not afraid to put our policies before the people of Barbados in housing, education, health, improved representation, and the cost of living. And this government took 7 months. And only because of a nation opinion poll started to talk about the cost of living. And they talk, and the Prime Minister said, man, don't mind them, don't mind this 20% reduction by the private sector. The answer is to go and grow sweet potatoes. And then he went to CARICOM. This brilliant economist that the people have imbued with the power in this country, even to change the constitution without requiring the assistance of the opposition, went to a meeting in Guyana and told the leaders assembled there to deal with the cost of living that cannot be dealt with. We need to do some more studies, because he cannot affect the profit margins of his friends during Christmas. A lady told me last week that she asked a supermarket to hold a ham for her. When she left the supermarket, the ham was one price. And now the ham is $8 more. She said, but that is what the hell for me. She said, but some of the things that they didn't hold for me. When I went back in the supermarket, the price of those items has increased. Despite the fact that the government said that they were dealing with the cost of living and that the effect of the price reductions would take place within the next 2 weeks. But instead of going down, the prices have gone up. Your electricity bill has gone up. So you don't need to have any fear focus is. And therefore, when the Prime Minister wants to confuse you as the people of this country with a lot of techno-babble about the challenges of a globalized world and a globalized economy, and then he has the other Pavlov had dogs, and he taught dogs to regurgitate, not throw up. I think repeat. Bradford will remember that he said that in Independence Square some years ago. He doesn't remember, he's not as up on his former speeches as he should be. But I went in Independence Square, heard him talk about a Pavlovian response, and I went home and opened my encyclopedia. Not that I doubted him, but he has his lapdogs repeating this foolishness all over the place. You can't change course now. But if the course don't suit you, what you gonna do? Crash the car? Allow the country to be crushed under the weight of a government that does not care? Allow all of the institutions of the state to be perverted by a government that is only interested in winning power, but is not interested in solving the problems that you and your children face? Or are you going to stand up and say, enough is enough, I am going to make a change in the interest of myself and my children and my children's children? So this is a globalized world, and the Democratic Labour Party knows nothing about globalization. In 1994, when Owen Arthur took over the government of this country, he had never served as a Minister of Government in Barbados. I had already served as Minister of Culture, Minister of Finance. And he put together his cabinet. And even if you look on this platform, all of these persons here together with many other people who have an interest in the Democratic Labour Party, but because of the nature of our democracy, cannot speak out or identify with this party, but they are going to form part of a new government that will start to solve the problems and the challenges that you, the people of Barbados, face.